What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. Uh, I need to follow up again on the whole comment that President Trump made about MS-13 and calling them animals. Now, you see this, guys? That right there, that's Sammy and Caesar. You all know them. If you watch my channel, you know who they are. I love those dogs, but there is no mistake that these are two dogs. They're animals. How do I know that? Because, see, animals lack a higher level of conscience, okay? Now, you see Caesar right there? He knows not to go out in the street. I tell him, don't go out in the street, okay? But these dogs have no conscience, meaning this, no shame. Right now, he will pee and poop right out in the open in front of everybody. Now, why do they do this? Because they're not conscious or self-aware how other people see them. They're not sitting back saying, hey, you know what? Somebody's observing my behavior and they're judging me based on how dogs are supposed to act. They're judging me and saying, you know what? You're acting like an animal, man. You know, you cover your shame. You're out here peeing and pooping in front of everybody and you don't even care. That's right. You know why they don't care? Because they're animals. They lack a higher level of consciousness. Now, when President Trump made the comment, he said that these guys are animals. And other commentators who are actually keeping it real started to refer to some cases that they recall, like say MS-13 cutting off the head of somebody and then cutting their heart out. Does that sound like human behavior? I'm not sure. Maybe to you it does, but to me, that sounds like animalistic behavior, right? Does that sound like somebody you would say, you know what, seems like a good upstanding citizen. Let's keep them around the neighborhood, okay? No. And these are happening to people most of the time that are either Latino or black, okay? You don't see MS-13 going up where Nancy Pelosi lives, which she had the nerve to get on TV and try to talk about President Trump's comment and degrade him for saying it. And see, let me tell you something. These are the people that you will put back into office in 2018 if you vote for them. If you put the Democrats back in the office, these are the people that will be defending our safety. These are the people with their opinions about MS-13 and their defense about MS-13 that you will be putting in control of your safety, of your neighborhoods, and all of that stuff. So when you look at the behavior of the members of MS-13 and you have people in the media and people in politics trying to defend this statement, because see, let's be real, they all knew what President Trump was talking about when he said it, but they thought they can get away with sliding it in, just like they did when he made the comment coming down the escalator. They try to slide their own narrative in, but this time people went back and actually said, you know what, let's check the context of that. So now they're trying to walk it back. Well, even though he's talking to MS-13, everybody has a little bit of light inside of them. You know what? Save that for the birds. Why don't you tell that to some of the families who've been killed by family members who've been killed by MS-13? Tell that to the family. Yeah. Go and tell the father whose son was about to get a football scholarship, and a guy got out of prison, should have been deported, but got out of prison, and his initiation was to go and just kill a random person. So he shot the dude in the middle of the street. You know, tell that to, you know, his father. Say, you know, there's a little light in everybody. And Donald Trump referring to them as animals, that just, you know, it's Hitler-like. It's degrading, you know. Now, let me ask you this. If, you know, Anna Navarro, people like that, any of those, Chris Cuomo, any of those people who try to defend this in some way, Nancy Pelosi, all of them, any of you that try to defend this some way, if you stepped out your mansion and you saw one of your loved ones in the middle of the street being shot to death, okay, innocent, hand up, shot through the hand, just killed for no reason, would you look at that person and humanize them? Would you say, well, you know what, maybe they just had a bad day. Every human makes mistakes and there's a little light in everybody? Or will you look out there and say, this looks like animalistic behavior? I got a gut feeling you would say the latter if you want to be real. But because you want to demagogue President Trump, okay, go ahead, do that. And I hope y'all bring this back up during the 2018 election. I hope you get up there and say, President Trump referred to MS-13 as animals, and that was just not right. And watch us all run to the polls and say, we know who not to vote for, okay? See, The Democrats and the liberals are the dumbest people that I've ever seen because they hate Trump so bad that they go to the extreme, meaning they will defend the behavior of MS-13 over American citizens just to make him look like he's gone too far when it comes to his hatred about illegal immigration. Oh, no, they don't say illegal. I'm sorry. About immigrants or undocumented citizens. He goes too far. It just further shows the hate that's in his heart. That's what that does. And I'm saying to myself, how dumb can y'all be? Every time and every opportunity the liberals get, and I'm talking about the Democrats and the liberal media and those that even support that crap, every time they do this, what they're doing is throwing Americans right up under the bus. And it further makes us say, see, I can tell not one of y'all ever had a family member killed by MS-13. See, so just the fact that you're able to say, just like when they was us badgering Gina Haspel, just because she got nominated by Trump, you know how that goes. But just like they were trying to badger her, apparently they didn't have any victims of 9/11. None of their family, no husband died in it, no, none of their wives or kids, any of that. So it's easy for them to sit in there and attack her. Do you think it was right? Is torture okay? Yeah, what were you thinking when you did it? And it's easy for them to sit back and say, Donald Trump called MS-13 animals. Okay, well, maybe we took it out of context, but still, there's a little light in all of them. You know what? Obviously, none of your family members are a victim. Just like when illegal immigrants come into the country and they get funneled into all the neighborhoods that really doesn't affect you or impact you. Yeah, it's easy for you to get up there and talk about, you know what, we're a melting pot. We're a big nation of immigrants anyway. And when we try to keep immigrants out, we're going against everything America stands for. But when they come in, don't send them to my neighborhood. I need you to send them to the hood, okay? I need you to send them somewhere far away from my house. Only send them to my neighborhood to clean my pool and to come in and vacuum around the house. But then they have to go back, okay? But nonetheless, we're here to support them and tell them, come on to America, because all you're doing is coming for a better life. That's what you're doing. But when it comes down to the other effects of illegal immigration, we don't have to deal with that. No, we don't have to deal with that, because you know what? Our kids don't go to those schools that MS-13 might be at, okay? Yeah, they go to private schools. Yeah, our kids don't have to worry about playing out in the park and having fun and being a victim of somebody from MS-13, because our place is gated. Yeah, but for Donald Trump to say something like they're animals, how could he say something like that? That's disgusting. He's no better than Hitler. And you know what? You all sound ridiculous. If you support any of that rhetoric or any politician who have the nerve to criticize our president over MS-13 members, you are just as ridiculous as them. I hate to say it. I mean, I love you enough to tell you to your face. So I don't care if you liberal, conservative, independent. See, even they know. They know. The dogs know. They're like, that's ridiculous. But nonetheless, regardless of what your affiliation is, one thing we can all identify with is safety. Safety for Americans. So if you put them back in power, you already know what's going to happen. All right, you've been listening to Kevin at Kevin's Corner. I was just watching some clips of some stupidity on the news, and I said, man, this is ridiculous. We got to get these people out of here. Get them off TV, get them out of Congress, get them out of government, all of that stuff. Because when they come out and say things like, well, you shouldn't have said that. That was a little too harsh, and it shows that he's nothing more than racist. You sound stupid. That's what you sound like. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and try to soften it so they don't demonetize me. I'm going to tell it like it is. You sound stupid. But we know you're not stupid. You're smart. That's why you're saying what you think people want to hear versus what you really think. And if you think I'm lying, people, send about 50 of them to their neighborhood and see what happens. I guess they'll open their doors and say, hey, guys, you want to come in and have a picnic? Because we got a gut feeling that you'll behave like citizens and like humans. Yeah, I'll trust you with my doors wide open. Come on in, help yourself to the fridge. Yeah, go ahead in my room and snoop around, because I trust you, because I know there's a little good in everybody, okay? So go ahead in, have yourself a good time. I'm sure that you've been really talked about improperly, and they just really demonize you, and all of that stuff isn't true. And so let's go that route. You think that's what they would do? No. You've been listening to Kevin in Kevin's Corner. It's one of them times when I was watching it, I start turning green. Dun, 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 dun. Mrs. Pelosi, Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me if I was angry. Dun, 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 dun. God bless you. If you like this video, hit like, share it. Also, find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and check me out on Wednesday nights. And if you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom. You can do so. God bless you.